We are getting ever so much closer for state lawmakers to finish the next two-year budget. They have until May 19th. That's in 24 days for those who are counting. Or else Governor Walz would have to call a special session. But lawmakers tell us on both sides they're making progress. Both the State House and the Senate talked about spending bills today, and they're going to take up more legislation early next week, getting this work done. Danny has the latest from St. Paul.
After returning from Easter Passover break and watching the governor's State of the State,
we gather to write the next chapter in this great Minnesota story.
Lawmakers made progress this week on the upcoming two-year budget, which is due at the end of the legislative session on May 19th.
All in favor say aye.
On Friday, the Senate was poised to approve its fifth spending bill off the floor, relating to state and local government and elections funding. With a narrow majority in that chamber, the DFL has more influence to push its budget priorities. But Majority Leader Erin Murphy and GOP Minority Leader Mark Johnson have a solid working relationship.
There will be things. There will be things that emerge that we have to find resolution for. That is the way this body works.
On issues that we have across the state, we found areas of compromise, of areas that we can work together on.
Meanwhile, the House passed an agriculture bill earlier this week and on Friday approved two more budget bills, one having to do with public safety in courts and the other with natural resources like water and parks.
Members, please vote green.
As you may know, the House is tied 67-67 between Democrats and Republicans and got a late start this session because of a 3-week DFL walkout that eventually led to a power-sharing agreement. After releasing joint budget targets on time, the parties have hit some roadblocks. That includes the health spending bill, where Democrats are blocking the GOP's attempt to roll back health care eligibility for people here illegally, plus other areas of disagreement.
And I think if people are willing to find win-win solutions, as we have been able to do in the past under divided government, then we should be just fine.
The Republicans, meanwhile, have their own non-starters, such as taking tax increases off the table.
I believe we can still get this work done, obviously in a bipartisan fashion, but specifically on time. By May 19th, we can get this work done.
After the House and Senate pass their own spending bills, they'll have to come together in conference committees to iron out the differences between the two chambers' proposals and then finalize legislation for Governor Walz to sign. If they don't finish by May 19th, the governor would need to call a special session to avert a government shutdown that would begin July 1st. At the state capitol, I'm Danny Spiewak, KARE 11 News.